Today has been a very bad day for DJ Academics. It seems that Academics haters just keeps on growing every single day. You know, not a lot of people like him. Me personally, I fuck with Academics personally. I feel like he's one of the best in the game when it comes to actually reporting, when it comes to hip hop, etc. I know I've already lost a lot of you right there when I say that, but hey, it's just my personal opinion. But I'm gonna try my best not to be biased in this video, and we're just gonna get straight into it anyways. Let's go. Hold up, before we get into the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and also subscribe because we're trying to grow this channel all the way to the moon. Let's get back into the video.
I don't know if today is I Hate Academics Day, but for some reason, everybody is going at Academics today. Everybody got something to say about him, and Academics is currently engaged in like 3 different beefs at once. The first people who had a problem with DJ Academics this week is Peter Rosenberg and Ebro. They went off on him on their shows. Much of what they said are already like recurring narratives about Academics, but a lot of what they said was just downright delusional, starting off with this.
Birthday Boy, the king of Why Do You Care, did decide to respond to something related to Academics. You did. I mean, you don't care.
That was yesterday, right? No, that,
Yeah,
was, that was yesterday. Yeah,
that was
in the morning.
I didn't know. You didn't say anything. I just saw it later.
Yeah, what happened?
No, I just saw people commenting on it, and the thing I got irritated about, you know me, was just that the narrative. Two things. I didn't see what you said or what he was referring to, but there was a conversation about Ebro blames firing on Drake. I was like,
What?
I don't need to hear what that is to know that's not true. I don't
Ridiculous.
I don't have to watch that to know that's not true.
Yeah.
And then Academics gives the real reason on the firing, which is that our ratings were pure trash, and then that just gets me angry. The outright line,
But that's not true either.
I know, the outright just being like, I'm just going to just make something up and say it, and people believe someone.
But
There's so many things wrong with this for so many reasons. Let's start.
Yeah, like, okay, cool. The Drake stuff is a bit facetious. I don't necessarily believe that was the case, and let's just be real. But outside of that, though, you have to be very honest. Like, they haven't been popping in a very, very long period of time. Like, they're not the podcast that you go onto and want to seek approval from anymore. You know, the things have changed. You know, they're no more the industry gatekeepers or so. You know, when you had a new artist, you knew you had to basically bring them to Ebro and basically the whole crew in order for them to get some sort of notoriety to help with PR, etc. Times have changed, man. And you can see that being reflected through social media, just of itself. The fact that no one's responding and no one's actually going out of their way to actually tune into what you got going on, I think that's enough to kind of show that your show doesn't really perform the way you think it does. You get it? So, I don't know, man, but you know how it is, bro. People have to defend their character and defend what they got going on because leaving it, innit? I don't know.
Off here. What are metrics, right? What are the ratings? You see, Ebro and Rosenberg are still stuck in this like 1932 mindset of what ratings are, and which is, hey man, 1 million people watch my radio show in 20 different districts. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, maybe if you say, okay, that's right. Do you understand that program managers and people who are smart and actually know what they're doing, those metrics means nothing. The metrics that actually matters, the ratings that actually matters is how it performs on social media, how it performs on the internet, how it performs with real life people, right? Hey man, we're in 30 different markets and we're syndicated. Yeah, all right, cool, but who's talking about your stuff? When was the last time Ebro and Rosenberg had a viral moment on their podcast? If it's not creating conversation on social media, if people are not talking about it, if people are not watching it, if your YouTube channel is doing...
And I think the main thing is that I just believe that media is changing just in general anyways. People are tired of having to listen to the radio and having to listen through ads and things like that. We are now in the era of streaming, bro. That's the reason why, for example, Breakfast Club did so well. Obviously, I know they've moved over to Netflix now. I don't necessarily believe it was the best decision, but hey, time will tell when it comes to that. But with the Breakfast Club, because they were really utilizing YouTube and actually putting the stuff on YouTube, etc., they were able to actually gain crazy market share because not only could you hear it online or hear it in a car, on the radio, you could also hear it on your will, on demand. You get it. You could go to YouTube for the full episodes, etc. And that is what people want. They want to be able to tune into conversations on demand. outside of that, the Breakfast Club is way more entertaining, bro. You got Charlamagne there, for example, bro. You got a lot of conversation happening when it comes to their podcast. They always get a viral moment. You know what I mean? When it comes to Hot 97, though, I don't really know, bro. I don't really know.
Like 300 views on a 6 million subscriber channel. People look at that and they say, yo, that's bad. Those are not good ratings. We don't care if you're syndicated in 100 different markets. If your YouTube videos is doing 300 views and your social media presence is non-existent, then the ratings are bad. That's why you guys got canceled. Also, let's just instill logic into this conversation, okay? If your ratings were performing great, if your ratings were phenomenal and people were tapped in and it resonated, why would they fire you? You think people are just firing stars just because? You think these companies who are desperate for a hit, who are desperate for hit shows and shows that resonate, you think these companies are just letting people go like that? No, they're not at all, man. Now, they get into this conversation about academics, like age-old narratives about how academics can go outside and academics really wanted to be a part of them. Now, what I would say, though, when they started talking about how academics wanted to be a part of Hot 97, but, they didn't want them, they were talking about this as if that made them look good, as if fumbling a generation.
Like, what? You know what I mean, bro? Broski, Akademiks has proven himself time and time again that in reality, he's done better than a lot of the people that were dissing him. A lot of people were voting against Akademiks. They were rooting for his failure, bro. Because he was the YouTube guy. He was the guy that basically, before it was cool, now people have reaction channels. People can just comment any, like, for example, what I'm doing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm from the UK. I'm growing up on American culture. Everyone in the entire world has. You get what I'm saying? So, Americans, please don't think that it's only you guys involved in your culture. We appreciate it too, yeah? Outside of that, though, times have changed, bro. There's no more gatekeepers, things like that. Akademiks came through around the Chirac era, and bro, the way he was documenting, on point with it, credible sources, bro, he's built this brick by brick for well over 10, if not 15 years or so. You know what I mean? Let's just say over 10 years. He's been doing this, bro. He's been doing this, doing it. And yeah, you don't have to agree with everything he says. The guy has a lot of great talking points. You know what I'm saying? And I would go as far as to say that, bro, like, even your favorite influencer, your favorite commentator, your favorite reaction channel, your favorite celebrity, you're not going to agree with everything they say anyways. You know what I mean? It's just that Akademiks seems to be a bit controversial because he's hella opinionated. You know, he doesn't like you, you're going to know. Do you know what I mean? But, bro, give him credit, bro. Give him credit, please.
Generational talent made them look good.
Wonder why he picked. Yeah, oh, I know why. Because I saw something where he was saying that he doesn't believe something about something Pusha liked or something. I forgot.
It was about
labels,
evidence.
It was about I need evidence, and I was like, this guy's talking about evidence, and then he went on to just make up lies that he doesn't have evidence to support.
Yo, that's a great point. He needs evidence, but literally just randomly will say, nah, they had terrible ratings. Never seen a rating.
But that's why I was like, yo, this guy needs evidence?
That's a great call. So, yeah, then he used that. But he'd been going off for a while saying different things, and we didn't give it much.
Bro, the reason, bro, I have nothing against Rosen, but I feel like he's cool people. But the reason why I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of someone like Ebro is because he's openly being, like, a critic against the new generation, bro. He doesn't want any white end to come up. We've seen it time and time again with what he said about people like Lil Uzi. Anyone that is younger and he doesn't agree with, or more so, he doesn't understand. He's one of them people that's really going to just reject it and be like, nah, it's not cool, it's not hip-hop. F off, basically. You know what I mean? And having that type of persona over a period of time, people aren't really going to appreciate it, especially in this generation that, bro, I come from, you could say, a background where, because I'm African, etc., they teach you how to basically respect elders and stuff like that. But unfortunately, the white ends and how things are right now, bro, white ends aren't listening to anyone, bro. If the older generation is not going to let them through, bro, they'll break through and find their own way. You know what I mean? That's the reason why the underground scene is killing it right now. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? So, broski, I don't really know, bro. I thought as if though Ebro, he has some checking to do. And the issue is that he never wants to admit he's wrong either, bro. You know what I mean? But hey, what can we do?
Much air, so I appreciated you.
Well, look, I have to know or believe that whatever a lot of these, whether it's 50 Cent trolling other rappers, academics trolling other media people, whatever it is, it's to get that. It's algorithm hustle. It's to get the algorithm.
Well, you also got to
they
fill
have
time.
to know they're promoting.
And the guys who stream every day got to fill. It's a lot of show to fill.
Yeah.
To not talk about like other stuff like that. I kind of get it, you know? And we're a good target, right?
Are we?
Well, for Ak, I think we were all like, I think I really feel like it's the movie that it's like the Joker. I think there's a lot of the Joker in there. I think Ak always wanted to be accepted in the radio world. And
maybe he'll come on your new podcast, Validate Me.
by the way, would be a great conversation.
Validate me.
And that was well done. And rather than us accept him, we were very harshly critical of him. And I think it led to you know what I'm saying? To like.
So, bro, basically proving the point I literally just said, bro. Even if, let's say it was the case, he wanted approval, so on and so forth, bro, it doesn't make you guys look good. It just means that you're wrong again. It just means that the industry was wrong again. It just means that the gatekeepers were wrong again. Broski, that was the worst point they could have ever made when it came to DJ Ak. Can't lie.
Well, a personal offense. So then it's all like, you're losers. No one wants to be a part of that anyway. And it's like, but he grew up a Jersey kid, DJ. Like, nah, you did kind of want to be a part of it. And it didn't go well.
This is why they got fired. Can you imagine being their boss? Can you imagine being somebody who was giving them a check every week and you find out that Rosenberg and Ebro had the opportunity to bring on Akademiks to the radio station and essentially give them their next Charlemagne? Power 105 lucked up and got Charlemagne when they got Charlemagne. Can you imagine being somebody at Hot 97 and you're giving Ebro and Rosenberg a check and you realize and figure out that the reason why you guys don't have your next Charlemagne, you don't have Akademiks, is because two hating old heads blocked Akademiks from ever like being ingratiated or introduced to Hot 97? Look, can you? I will be livid. Livid. Yo, we here trying to recruit talent and we hiring this dude from St. John's and this dude from like Cabrini College and this dude from Penn State, and they all don't got the talent as Akademiks. And you mean to tell me you found Akademiks before we knew who he was? And you ain't bring him on board, but yet you sit on a podcast and talk about that as if it's like a stripe of honor. Oh, yeah, man, you know, he wanted to be a part of us, you know, but shit, you know, we ain't embrace him, you know, we criticize him, so now he mad. And that's why you fired, bro.
Oh, fact.
That's why you fired, man. Yo, that's like me running my production company. And then, I don't know, man, like somebody in my company knew of the next Ryan Coogler. And then for some reason, or due to them hating, they never brought Ryan Coogler to me to get employed. And then I hear them talking 5 years later when Ryan Coogler is winning Oscars. Oh yeah, Ryan Coogler, he wanted to work for us. I just never let him, you know, I wasn't rocking with him. I will fire you on the spot. You would go home and have to fight me in court for your next paycheck the way I would do you, bruh. If you spit that nonsense in my, I'm not even their bosses and I'm pissed off by this, man. Yo, I knew these dudes were brainless or clueless when their first sense of success on YouTube, their numbers are going up, right? Again, they're not doing well, but they're still doing not abysmal. Their first chance at a YouTube check, these people sign up with Quarter Labs, give them 20% of their revenue, and now Quarter Labs is killing reaction channels who's reacting to their stuff. So now a new platform and a new channel is making it impossible for people to react to their content. Welcome to YouTube, bro. These people don't know what they're doing. They're clueless, bro.
That's
well, no, it's going well now.
Going great. But now you got to trash the thing that didn't accept you.
Well, and he also just doesn't have a social life. You know what I mean? He can't really go outside like that. I think that's sad.
Bro, when it comes to these guys, bro, there's nothing much that I can really say or really support them on because, bro, bro, like they're just haters, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone can see and understand that, bro. They're haters. They're haters, bro. Like, how can you say Bro, he can go outside, bro. I know this just sounds like an act glazing video. I thought this was gonna be a case where at least we had one person that could say something that was actually reasonable against DJ Act, but all I'm hearing is a bunch of hate so far. But my people, I'm gonna leave the link down below so you can watch the rest of the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.